Today on Joe's Geek Show, we're going to be talking about The Flash, issue 770. What's going on, and welcome to Joe's Geek Show, the video series where we talk comics. And if you're doing like to support the channel, you can do so by clicking that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and sharing. And with that, well, we are 3 issues into Jeremy Adams' run of The Flash. Is it getting any better? And this book is written by Jeremy Adams, with art by Jack Herbert, Brendan Peterson, and Kevin Maguire, colors by Mike Katay, and letters by Steve Wands. And this book starts with Happy Terrell, aka The Ray, and Jay Garrick, the Golden Age Flash, meeting with the President of the United States, as their assistance is requested in stopping Hitler from obtaining the Spear of Destiny. Their journey takes them to the Kagasawa ruins in the Philippines, where they run into one of Hitler's minions, Otto Frentz, a metahuman with the ability to block other metapowers. This renders both the Flash and Ray powerless, as Otto takes both the Spear of Destiny and them. The book continues over the course of 5 weeks, in which it looks as if Jay may die when a surge of lightning erupts, placing the consciousness of Wally West into Jay's body and breaking his shackles. Unfortunately, Hitler manages to get his hands on the spear and is powered up by the Speed Force, so Wally consults with Barry and Mr. Terrific, unbeknownst to the Ray, and they concoct a plan where Barry and Mr. Terrific conclude that Wally can use the spear to siphon off Hitler's energy. Wally then has the Ray fly them towards Hitler's plane, where they now come face to face with Hitler and Otto. At first, Hitler seems to be able to control the two, but this then frees Jay's mind, who is able to get control of himself and punches Hitler, which also releases the Ray. The Ray quickly reacts and grabs the Spear of Destiny before Hitler erupts in an energy surge, destroying the plane. Luckily, the Ray was able to grab Wally, who feels himself slipping once again, eventually leaving Jay back in control of his own body. Wally then reawakens in the body of Eobard Thawne, the Reverse Flash, as he's being inducted into the Legion of Doom. And I remember when I was reviewing the last issue, I did say that it kind of felt like an animated series to a degree. And here, well, this kind of bumps it up to that even more, because realistically, this is now a cartoon. It really is Quantum Leap, the animated series starring Wally West. Want to find out where Wally West is going next and what kind of shenanigans will ensue? Tune in next month. Same Flash time, same Flash channel. Which has some positives and negatives. Because on a positive note, it's a story that's not taking itself too seriously. It is trying to just have fun with the concept. Juxtaposed with the curtail end of Joshua Williamson's Flash run, which took itself way too seriously, and was overall trying to come off more important than it really was. I will also admit that I rather enjoyed the fact that Barry Allen and his crew were just limited to 2 pages. Because before, these issues were feeling like Barry Allen and Wally West sort of sharing the spotlight back and forth. Whereas this time we're with Jay Garrick for a significant amount of pages, and then Wally West takes over his body, and then we get the rest of that story. And I did have more fun with that aspect. Because in the grand scheme of things, particularly within this book, the whole Barry Allen and his crew, they just were kind of there. I mean, yeah, I guess they do tell Wally, use the Spear of Destiny to siphon off Hitler's energy, but we never really see that exchange, and it doesn't really feel like they did anything particularly in this book that dictated Wally's actions regardless. And what I am hoping is happening here is that we're starting to see Wally make a lot more decisions and planning on his own, solving his own problems, because he is more than capable of doing so. As far as characters are concerned in the book, I really like seeing Jay Garrick. It's always nice when he pops up in a story, whether it's in the past or in the present. And the banter that he has with the Ray is actually kind of funny, because Jay is very laid back, he doesn't take things quite as seriously, and the Ray, he's just all about the business. And then after Wally quantum leaps into Jay's body, it's still fun dialogue between the two. Because now Wally's stumbling around because he has really no idea what's going on, and the Ray's just looking at Jay like, bro, just, you know what happened to us, you were there. I mean, in some regard, I would have expected the Ray to maybe question Wally, aka Jay, just a little bit more, because he was definitely off. But then again, he could have just chalked that up to the fact that Jay was on the brink of death. He got a little brain damage, who knows. But either way, some fun dialogue. As for the antagonist of this book, well, we've got Hitler. And I'm not gonna lie, I just read everything in the most over-the-top German accent possible. I'd actually be lying if I didn't say that I didn't read those scenes out loud. But what did I think about him overall? It's okay, I guess. I mean, he's memorable because he's Hitler, but if he was some random Joe Schmo villain, he wouldn't be half as memorable, because he's just a crazy madman that gets the Spear of Destiny. Though I am a little saddened that the Jay Garrick punching Hitler scene was not a full splash page. It's like, if you're gonna have a scene like that in the book, you need to pin that sucker up front and center, because who doesn't like a good shot of Hitler getting punched in the face? And then there's the ending of the book where Wally West ends up in the body of Eobard Thawne, the Reverse Flash, in what looks like to be the Super Friends TV series. Now we're really laying on the cartoon vibe. Granted, I know it's not actually the Super Friends, but the aesthetic and everything, it's the Super Friends. But it'll be very interesting to see what Wally West does inside the body of Eobard Thawne. Please, 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 for the love of the presents, do not say that everything that's going crazy and haywire right now is somehow the plan of the Reverse Flash. Williamson already took that idea to the extreme, and I am still kind of reverse flashed out. So I beg you, Jeremy, keep it to one issue and move on like you have been doing. Now, when it comes to the art, my review of The Flash issue 769, I think sums it all up pretty well. I don't really feel differently about the art this time around. It's more of the same, really. Okay art with oftentimes really heavy on the shadows in certain scenes. In the Barry Allen segments, this weird additional outline around all the characters. For more of a breakdown, why don't you treat yourself to my review of The Flash issue 769, which you can click right up here. And while you're there, why don't you just check out my entire Flash Volume 5 playlist. But I will say, seeing the final panel of The Flash issue 769 get used here was pretty fun. Because reused panels can sometimes be hit and miss for me, but here, I think it was alright. But ultimately, less Barry and friends, more Wally West and Wally West being proactive, and an even hard lean on the zaniness and cartoon vibes that this book's been putting off. Yeah, I'll say, it was an enjoyable read. Still not perfect, but a bit better than when we started. And with that, I'm going to give The Flash issue 770 a 7 out of 10. So The Flash issue 770, what did you think about this book? If you've read it, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please leave your comments in the comment section below. And if you liked this video, I'd love it if you'd smash that like button, share it with some friends, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and ring that notification bell for more comic book content. And if you're wondering what to watch next, consider one of these 2 videos. Alright, take care, have a great day, and as always, stay geeky.